package that shit up. Tell someone about it. Don't just do it. Don't just keep just plugging away and doing your job and not telling anyone how much value you're adding, because you can't expect people to just notice. Hey badasses, welcome to Your Badass Career. My name is Lauren Evans and I coach women to help them be seen and heard in the workplace so that they can unleash their badass career. Today I'm going to be talking about how you can package up what you're putting down. What I mean by that is how you can do a little bit of internal marketing to make sure that you are seen and recognized for all of the cool shit you do at work. Now, women are notoriously shit at self-promotion. And by that, I mean, it's either done poorly or not done at all. So, first myth I want to bust is that if you self-promote, you're arrogant. There is a huge difference between being a dick and self-promoting in a humble way. Now, people who do a conference call and only speak about themselves, people who are always talking about themselves and what they have done, is the sort of like stereotypical self-promotion that people hate. And I'm on board with that. That's shit, right? If that's your jam, then do it, but people don't really like it, right? That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is authentically putting forward to the right people at the right time what you're doing and how you're adding value to the organization. So that's not being a dick. That's just showing people that you're doing your job and that you're doing it well. And how you do that doesn't have to be singing it in front of the whole company. It can actually be just doing up a report at the end of the month and highlighting the key contributions you've made. And you don't have to do it up in a way that like, oh, look at what I've done. It can be a, hey, to my boss or to your boss's boss as well as your boss. Just a little summary of, hey, just wanted to let you know what's going on in this area, and make it really like quick and snappy that you can read it in 3 to 5 seconds for each point, that they don't have to read through a whole freaking report. No one wants to do that or has time for that. So make a really cool report. I highly recommend this program called Visme, V-I-S-M-E. If anyone watching on YouTube, I'll put it in the comments or on socials or whatever. I'll put the link to the website. No affiliate program, though I might try and get an affiliate link now. Anyway, they are fucking awesome. I discovered them like maybe 4 years ago, and it seriously changed the way that I communicated at work because I was able to create a visual story about what I wanted to say. Now, that's my tool that I like to use. Not everyone sort of like likes it. You find your tool that helps you be able to tell your story easily. Could be Excel, it could just be a few dot points, whatever, but make it really easy to consume for people. Put together a one-pager once a month or once every 2 months, just highlighting the key achievements, and really focus on what it's doing for the business. Right? So how this is translating into profit, how it's translating into savings, or how it's translating into efficiency. Put it into that kind of language because that's what people care about, right? So how's it saving time? How's it saving money? Or how's it making money, right? So that's one way, do a little report. Another way is to talk about it. So you choose, like, I'm more of an introvert. So I do a lot of public speaking. I do a lot of getting in front of people and running workshops and stuff like that because that's how I can add value, and I've learned how to be able to do it. But naturally, I don't like going and, you know, sort of telling people all the stuff that I'm doing. I am becoming better at it though. So yeah, for me, writing and creating a visual story is what works for me. But also, like, you could ask to do a presentation at your next company meeting or your department meeting or whatever, just, you know, from and think about how it adds value to other people. So you never present the information to just self-promote. You're presenting the information to help someone understand something further, or to help someone understand the department further, or help someone understand the value of the activities you're doing further. See where I'm going with this? It's not all about you. That's the difference between shitty self-promotion and self-promotion that gets you noticed and seen and heard in the workplace. So do up a report, get up in front of people, talk about your team and your department and, you know, the value that all of you are doing. Because no one wants to hear just what you as an individual are doing. And there's always other people involved as well. Focus more on them. You're the one who's presenting it, so everyone knows that you're involved, right? But help other people stand into this, help other people step into the spotlight as well with this. And other people appreciate it a lot more if you are seen to be lifting up others as opposed to just lifting up yourself. And it's not just a trick. This is a genuine thing that can actually help other people. So that's definitely a great way to do it. So do a report, get up in front of people, or one-on-one. If you really, none of those things suit you, you don't have to do huge things. You can do little tiny one-on-one meetings with your manager or other team members to explore if you are on the right track, understand what it is that they see as value, and then learn how to use their language to show how you are demonstrating that same value. So for example, you set up a meeting with a sales manager and you ask them how they would see your job in the most valuable way. So how you can be doing your job in the most valuable way from their eyes, right? So they might say that the best thing that you can do is present the company and the brands in a certain light to a certain internal or external stakeholders. And that's what they really care about because that's what impacts their job. So whenever you're talking to that person or that department, you focus on those topics because that's what they care about. And all of a sudden you have all those different topics between all the different people and you know what they care about. So you use that language, you use those topics to have conversations with them in emails. You make it clear that you understand what they want. So all this little sort of just understanding what people want and being able to give them in their way of understanding, be able to package up what you're putting down. Another thing that you can do is even just send a little email with the key highlights. So for example, say you, even the smallest things. You don't have to do something huge. It could just be that you changed one little step in a process this week and you know what, it actually saved about half an hour's time and it will going forward forever. Package that shit up. Tell someone about it. Don't just do it. Don't just keep plugging away and doing your job and not telling anyone how much value you're adding, because you can't expect people to just notice. You have to tell people what you're doing. So that's my little tip for how to package up what you're putting down. And I will talk about this a lot more in videos to come because this is everything. That's a great place to start. And then once you start doing that, you start to be seen and heard more, which gives you so many more opportunities for you to go after your badass career. Thanks, girls. And remember, no one is you, and that is your power.